Hello everybody, I'm Harley from Garden FL, and in today's video we're going to talk all about the beautiful Atemoya fruit. So what is an Atemoya? An Atemoya is actually a very tropical fruit that is a cross between two other delicious tropical fruits, part of the Annona family, the sugar apple and cherimoya. Annona squamosa crossed with Annona cherimola. And when you cross those two fruits, you get the beautiful Atemoya. Now what makes the Atemoya so special is that Atemoya is a fruit that can grow huge, and not only this fruit grows big, but what makes it so special is that Atemoya actually has the best characteristics from the sugar apple and cherimoya. Now what's also so special about Atemoya is that its ability to grow in many different regions of the world. For example, you can grow great Atemoyas in the region of California and also great Atemoyas in the region of Florida. Now what's so special about this fruit is that it's able to actually grow in very mountainous regions that get very cold, and also it's able to grow in very lowland regions where it gets very warm. And something I really like about the Atemoyas is just the size it can get to. Usually you don't see cherimoyas or sugar apples this size, although it could be, but typically with an Atemoya cross, you can grow them to be very big, and the taste of Atemoyas vary a lot, but mostly all of them taste very good. So as you see, these Atemoyas are very beautiful fruits. They weigh about 2 pounds each, and they're just really heavy and dense. Now what's also so special about Atemoya is it's able to fruit at a very young age. So when you plant a seed, they can fruit from anywhere from 2 to 3 years of age, which is very young. And in the United States, California actually has a really good variety of Atemoyas available, as well as Florida. But I would say Florida is catching up to California because California has a lot of the Vietnamese community that just love Atemoya. And I really like how the Vietnamese community takes care of the Atemoya, and they really prize it to be such a beautiful fruit that it is. Now in Florida, I actually have many Atemoya varieties that I grow. One of my favorites being Pepak Chong, which is a much different looking variety than this, but I want to open up some varieties and show you the inside. So here we have this huge Atemoya. As you see, this one weighs about 2 pounds plus, and just to give you kind of a view on how Atemoyas look, and Atemoyas vary of all different sizes, shapes, colors, and textures. As you see, this Atemoya is very spiky, and it probably got a lot of its spikiness from the cherimoya genetics, because there are also some cherimoyas that are very spiky. And these Atemoyas right here I'm really looking forward to, because these Atemoyas are apparently almost seedless. They have very low seed count, which we will be opening up in this video just to see and just to show you also an insight of how the Atemoya looks. And also we will talk about the taste. So here we have an Atemoya. As you see, this Atemoya, like I said, is a cross between a sugar apple and cherimoya, and this Atemoya kind of has a little bit of the sugar apple genetics. It looks like it was a little more influenced by the sugar apple genetics compared to a cherimoya, but nonetheless it's still a cross between cherimoya and sugar apple. So we're going to open it now to see how it looks like on the inside. So here, let's open this up, and a way you can tell the Atemoya is ready to open up is that if you press on the Atemoya, it might give a little give. Now it might be hard to see in this video, but we're pressing it, and as you see, it's indenting a little bit, which indicates that the Atemoya is now soft and ready to eat. Now there really isn't a correct way to open an Atemoya, but we're just going to cut it open like this so we can get a nice clean cut down the center and show you how it looks like on the insides. So here we are going to open up the Atemoya. As you see, the inside of the Atemoya looks very similar to a sugar apple or cherimoya or any other fruit of the Annonaceae family. As you see, the inside has a stem, and on the outside is where you get the seeds. Now there's quite a number of seeds in this one. It's not as seedless as the vendor explained it was, but as you see, it still seems as there are a low count of seeds. So let's try it out and see how it tastes like. So this is the Atemoya that we're going to try. We're going to see how it tastes like. It's very sweet. It kind of tastes like a cherimoya as far as its sweetness. So a good way to describe this fruit to someone who has never eaten a cherimoya or a sugar apple or any fruit of the Annonaceae family, it's a very custardy-like taste. It kind of has a pineapple and mango hints to it, but it's a very tropical, kind of unique taste that the Atemoya has. And also what makes the Atemoya so enjoyable is its meaty and chewy texture. The texture of the Atemoya is very chewy and meaty, and it's a very good sensation to kind of eat while you're eating. I love this Atemoya a lot because it's very sweet, but it also carries some of the sugar apple genetics, kind of the custardy taste to it. But it's still a light and refreshing fruit. Very good Atemoya fruit. And towards the skin of the Atemoya, it's a little more grainy, but it also has a little more of a flavor to it. If you want more of the meaty, chewy part, you have to eat towards the middle of the Atemoya. It's a very delicious fruit, the Atemoya. And like I said, if you're living in California, Florida, Texas, you'll easily be able to grow Atemoya because Atemoya, like I said, is very adaptable to the regions. just because of its both parents. It has really good genetics for growing in either highlands or lowlands or in between, and also in extreme heat or really cold weather too. So here's a closer look at a slice of Atemoya. As you see towards the outside, it's actually pretty grainy, but in the inside is where it gets really meaty and also chewy. And also that's where you'll find the most kind of juice and sweetness of the Atemoya. Very meaty and chewy. Has a really good sweet custard taste. Kind of has a classic Gefner Atemoya taste. Although this is not Gefner. So here are the seeds of the Atemoya, how they look like. If you ever have worked with Annona seeds, they look very similar to any other seed, but to me they look more similar to a cherimoya seed, Annona cherimola, just because they are a little larger, and typically the sugar apple, which is what it's crossed with, Annona squamosa seeds, are much more smaller than Annona cherimola. These are very related to the Annona cherimola seed, cherimoya, which is much larger. As you see, here's a better look of the meat. And here are the Atemoyas that I have left to eat before I go back to Florida tomorrow. So thank you guys for watching this little in-depth video on the Atemoya fruit. I hope you learned something new about the Atemoya, how it looks like, where it grows, and how it tastes like. To me, Atemoya is such a prized tropical fruit that really gets underrated, and not really much people know about it whatsoever in Florida. Like I said, this fruit has a really good tropical custard taste that I think everyone should try in their lifetime. If you're in Florida, growing an Atemoya tree is something that we can easily do. And in Florida, there are so much varieties available, such as Pepachong, Gefner, Lisa, Priestley, and so many more. So like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video on the Atemoya. I hope you learned something new. I hope I inspired you to go plant some Atemoya or order some seeds. And like I said, Atemoya is one of my all-time favorite fruits in the world. So that being said, I hope you really go try some Atemoya if you haven't yet. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm Harley from Garden FL, and please go get you some Atemoya to try and let me know how it tastes like. I hope you guys have a good day, and bye-bye now.